You are a first-time voter.
Yes, I'm a first-time voter.
How old are you?
I just turned 19.
19. All right. I hate to admit, but my first election was Reagan, so that's how old I am. Yeah. So, first-time voter. And what brought you out this time? I mean, obviously you're old enough finally to vote in a presidential election, but what brought you out?
Well, I think it's really important to have a say in the future of our country, and as an American citizen with the right to vote, I think it's important that I exercise that right. And so I drove down from my college in Tennessee to vote today. It was about a 2-hour drive, and I'm here to vote for the candidate that I think will better our country.
Who is that?
Well, that's very controversial, and I would say, for me personally, it's Trump for a multitude of reasons. One that, I base all my truths off of the Bible and off of God, and something that he is promoting is one of the big ones for me is abortion, and I think that is really sad that people are trying to promote abortion and promote that to be a free will, and I think that is wrong to murder, because I think that life begins at conception, and so that one for me is a really big one. And although there are some things that I may not like about Trump, I think that, especially because one of my number ones is abortion, I will vote for him because he's
among your peer group, your age group.
Yeah.
Are you seeing more of that, or is that pretty divided in your age group, particularly on the area of abortion?
I'm very there's not many people who believe what I believe. Most people are pro-choice or pro-abortion, as I call it, and I think that the baby should have a choice as well. I think the mom deserves the right. Like, I think you should have the right to vaccinate yourself, the right to do whatever you want with your own body. But as soon as the conception happens, I think that baby, even from day one, has the rights of an American citizen, and one of those rights is the right to live. And I think that it's like a nonverbal person. Like, they still have rights, even though they can't speak. They're in the womb, and I need to speak up for them because they can't speak up for themselves yet.
What college do you go to?
I attend East Tennessee State University.
East Tennessee State. Were the roads okay getting here, or do you have to detour?
They just opened up one side of the bridge today, so I was able to... On
which highway?
26.
On 26,
yeah.
Okay. So one side.
One side's open, and but I had the detour in the past. This was the first day that there was no detour.
Oh, wow. And so are you an outlier, like I said, at school?
Yes, I am.
You are?
Yeah, most of my friends, once they find out what I believe, they stop being my friend because of how much they hate my values.
So they stop being your friend. How does that feel?
I feel kind of discriminated against a little bit, and I feel like a lot of times the more left-winged, my left-wing friends, they're always saying about how they love and accept everyone, and then as soon as they hear my values, which are like, I want to protect babies that don't have a voice, and I want to uphold the truth of God, they immediately push me away, and they don't want to speak to me anymore, and so often I will just hide more of not hide them, but just keep it more down low. And when someone asks, of course I will, like right now, I will express exactly what I believe.
Yeah.
So. And
do you have some friends that you can confide in that are? Yeah.
I do. It's few and far between, but I do have my friends that we can just have open discussion, and it's so it's such a relief, and it just takes that pressure off of me to be able to talk to someone who understands where I'm coming from, and just can see past all of the blind. I feel like a lot of these students, they're just misguided, and I think that these ideas are put in a pretty package, but that they're really dark things, like promoting abortion and all these things. They're really dark things.
You mentioned that you were a libertarian, but you voted for Trump. Did you vote for any of the libertarian candidates on the ballot?
Well, I actually haven't voted yet.
Oh, so you're about to do that?
Yeah, I'm about to vote. Unfortunately, because I am in nursing school right now, and it's a really busy time in my life, I haven't had as much time to research all the candidates, especially for here in Hendersonville or Henderson County. And so I'm not as educated on that, and I feel a little bit, it's hard for me to vote for someone that I don't know about, but I'm going to just go ahead and, I guess, trust that they have similar values. But I think that I may identify more with libertarian or maybe Republican. Maybe both, depending on the candidate. But I've heard from people who have more wisdom than me, people who are older, that usually the Republican votes they are more powerful to vote for someone. I'm not like saying that if you vote Libertarian you're wasting a vote, but your vote may you're voting into a bigger pool of people if you vote for the Republican Party versus Libertarian. Although I may be more Libertarian than Republican.
All right. Awesome. Did great.